So let's start adding a few things to our module. Let's imagine that we let's see, this prints one thing. We'll just put it down here, and let's make a struct. And let's say we want this to be a struct called Billy, because who knows why? It's this character. The name is going to be a string, and then because we're inside a printing module, we're going to have this thing called times to print and U32. And right now, Billy is completely private, so nobody can touch Billy. You can't say like I don't know. Let b equals create print things Billy, and then name is to string. Don't even feel like typing Billy, and then times to print 8. So it's going to say, hey, that's private. There you go. Struct Billy is private. And when it comes to structs, you have to put pub everywhere, basically. So if you want to make, so we can do this. Okay, pub struct Billy. Is that going to work? It's actually not going to work yet, because now it says, whoops, times to print. Because the struct is now private. The struct is now public, but inside of that are these fields, and they're private. So you have to make everything public for a struct if you want people to use it. And that makes sense because maybe you have a function to create a new Billy, and you don't want them to touch the name. So we in our new function, the name has to be Billy. So whoops, not pub there. Keep that private. But we would like to have the user be able to say, okay, please print it 3 times. So this is the only thing they're allowed to access. So structs work like that, whereas enums, if you have an enum and I don't know, choices, do this, do that. So if you have an enum and you make it public, then the whole thing is public, because the whole point of an enum is you have all these choices, and you have to have access to all of them, otherwise the enum doesn't work. So if you make an enum public, then the whole thing is public. So it's very different from a struct there. So let's implement Billy. Let's put this back up on top, and let's say display. Let's also bring in debug. Actually, we don't need debug. Okay, so let's bring in implement Billy. So Billy, and we would like to make a new function, and this will make it public because we want people to make types times to print U32, and this is going to produce a new self, which is a new Billy. And so now, because we didn't make this this public, we have to say what it's going to be, because the user can't choose this. So we're going to say name is Billy to string, and then times to print, and then we're going to use that for a function, and that is called let's see, I'm going to call it print Billy. So I'm going to make this public as well, print Billy, and this will take in a reference to self, and then we'll just do a simple self.times to print and we're just going to print him out for every time. So we'll print him out. Let's print out his name or something, and there we go. So then we'll go down to here, and now we still can't create our own Billy. So we're going to bring in print things. Let's bring in everything. So now we have access to every function, but we don't have access to every field. And then we can just say my Billy equals Billy new, and we're going to say this Billy we would like to print 3 times, And then now we can just mybilly.printBilly like that, and that should print out his name 3 times. What did I say? Print things. And there you go. So so you can see you have to be really specific about what you want to make public, especially with structs. And actually, I do have one more example to go over, but you can see this is pretty easy stuff. As like if you know what kind of structure you want, then it'll be pretty easy to follow the compiler messages and use these use statements to bring in things. And Rust always starts out by assuming that things are not public, which is nice because you don't have to think about am I giving people too much access to my code? You're only writing public if you really want to make it public. So that's nice to have.